Welcome to the Daily History Podcast, where every day unfolds a page from the timeline of our remarkable world. Today, we delve into the sandy whispers and stone giants of Chaco Canyon, a mysterious landmark carved by the ancestral Puebloans in the American Southwest. Join us as we journey through time to unearth a civilization that thrived in the harsh desert and left behind a legacy etched in stone and shrouded in enigma. Envision the sweeping vistas of the Chaco Culture National Historical Park, a landscape where the echoes of an ancient civilization resonate through the ages. Here, nestled in the high desert of New Mexico, the remnants of a grand society beckon the modern world to gaze upon their legacy. Imagine walking among the colossal stone constructions, their imposing forms casting long shadows as the sun journeys across the sky. These are the great houses of Chaco Canyon, masterpieces of engineering that have withstood the test of time. Their thick walls, built from finely cut sandstone blocks and timber hauled from distant mountains, tell a story of a people deeply connected to the land. The vast network of ceremonial kivas, subterranean chambers, serves as a silent testament to the spiritual life that once pulsed through this hallowed desert. As you stand amidst these ancient structures, you are transported to a period over 1,000 years ago, when the ancestral Puebloans thrived in an environment that seems so inhospitable. It was here, between 850 and 1250 AD, that a rich history was written into the culture and stone of Chaco Canyon. This historical presentation aims to peel back the layers of time and dust, bringing to light the societal and cultural brilliance that flourished in the heart of the San Juan Basin. In the middle of the New Mexico desert lies Chaco Canyon, a place where, over 1,000 years ago, the Chacoan society flourished, transforming the inhospitable terrain into a vibrant hub of culture and commerce. These ancestral Puebloans built an empire that would baffle historians and archaeologists for centuries to come. Around the 9th century, Chaco Canyon turned into the beating heart of Puebloan culture. This transition wasn't merely due to its location or resources, but rather the result of the Chacoans' unparalleled ingenuity. With a keen understanding of their environment, they constructed an intricate network of buildings that served as a nexus for trade, governance, and spirituality. As we trace their steps, we see a society that was adept at mobilizing vast amounts of labor, organizing complex construction projects, and sustaining a far-reaching trade network that connected them with distant cultures. The degree of sophistication within Chacoan society was impressive. They had a clear hierarchy and division of labor, enabling them to erect monumental great houses and ceremonial kivas with unmatched precision and artistry. These structures were often aligned with celestial bodies, indicating a deep knowledge of astronomy. Their reach extended well beyond the canyon walls, influencing neighboring regions through their elaborate and enigmatic road systems, allowing ideas, goods, and people to traverse the unforgiving landscape. Remarkably, without the use of beasts of burden or the wheel, they managed an extensive trading network. They exchanged turquoise and other precious materials with peoples from what is today Mexico, the Californian coast, and the Central Plains. The goods flowing through Chaco's arteries solidified its position as a central authority, its influence evident in the spread of its distinctive pottery, architecture, and ceremonial objects. It's crucial to note that the success of Chacoan society hinged not just on their ability to construct and trade, but also on their advanced understanding of their environment. They developed agricultural techniques like water conservation methods and planting strategies that were sophisticated for their time. This allowed them to sustain their society in the harsh desert for centuries. The Chacoans also had a notable societal structure that revolved around clans and kinship lines. Although much remains a mystery, evidence points to a matrilineal system where descent and inheritance ran through the mother's line. The complexity and scale of their culture are perhaps best exemplified by the intricate ceremonial attire found in the burials of their elite, weaving together a story of a socially stratified but interconnected society. While today, Chaco Canyon stands as a collection of ruins. The stories encapsulated within its walls are a testament to a once thriving society. As we peel back layers of the earth to reveal artifacts and structures, we gain an appreciation for the legacy left by the Chacoans and the ingenuity that propelled them to greatness amidst the desert sands. Venturing into the heart of Chaco Canyon, one cannot help but be awestruck by the monumental architecture that the ancestral Puebloans left behind. Expertly aligned with celestial bodies, their buildings stand as a testament to a sophisticated understanding of astronomy and engineering. Let's examine how these ancient builders achieved such architectural feats in the unforgiving desert. The construction techniques of the ancestral Puebloans were far ahead of their time. Utilizing a multitude of local materials, such as timber hauled from distant forests and intricately shaped sandstone blocks, they constructed not just functional dwellings, but grand palaces and ceremonial kivas. Mortise and tenon joinery, a hallmark of later European architecture, can be seen here, centuries earlier, holding their massive timber roofs aloft. These techniques allowed for multi-story buildings, some reaching as high as 5 levels, providing shelter and space for large communities. Astronomical alignments are a striking feature of Chaco Canyon architecture. Imagine the precision needed as they positioned their buildings in harmony with solar and lunar cycles. The sun dagger petroglyph, for instance, famously marks the solstices and equinoxes as shafts of light pass over it. Structures aligned with the moon's standstill events reveal their deep connection with the cosmos. These alignments doubtlessly played a crucial role in agricultural practices, religious ceremonies, and social organization among the Chacoans. The purpose of the extensive road systems built by the ancestral Puebloans still puzzles modern researchers. Spanning over 200 miles, these wide, straight pathways connected Chaco Canyon to distant regions, often traveling directly through the arid and treacherous desert without regard for the easier paths. Some theorists suggest they were symbolic, leading to sacred or celestial references. Others believe they were practical trade routes or ceremonial pathways for pilgrimages. Their true intent remains a mystery, wrapped amidst the dust and silence of the desert. Yet, despite the enigma they pose, these roads are an impressive display of the Chacoans' ability to shape their environment. They signify a well-organized society capable of undertaking vast and labor-intensive projects without the wheel or draft animals. The roads, like the colossal structures they connect, are enduring reminders of the advanced architectural prowess of the ancestral Puebloans, a people whose ingenuity has left an indelible mark on the fabric of North American history. Venturing into the heart of Chaco Canyon, we find ourselves immersed in the daily rhythms that once pulsed through this ancient community. The ancestral Puebloans, a civilization deeply connected to their arid homeland, left behind a remarkable narrative etched into the very stones and pottery shards that litter the sandy floors of their long-abandoned homes. In the cracks of dawn, when the desert sun cast long, slanted shadows across the baked earth, the Chacoans' day began. As we picture their society, men and women would emerge from their subterranean kivas, structures that served both as living quarters and a respite from the desert heat. Here, in the communal heart of their world, artisans would craft intricate jewelry, and weavers would work their looms, spinning yucca fibers into exquisite textiles. These goods were not merely for personal adornment or practical use. They held deep cultural significance and played a vital role in trade networks that reached far beyond the canyon's walls. Spirituality was the lifeblood of Chacoan culture. Their beliefs were inseparable from the land they inhabited. Nowhere is this more evident than in their ceremonial activities. At the center of their spiritual universe stood the great kivas, large circular structures thought to be the epicenters of ritualistic life. Within these sacred spaces, the whispered chants of shaman-like figures and the low beat of drums would rise, spiraling upwards with the smoke from sacred fires, carrying prayers to the heavens. Here, the rituals and ceremonies addressed the gods, seeking blessings for bountiful harvests and the well-being of their community. Astounding to any observer are the remnants of Chacoan ceremonies, ceremonial platforms, meticulously designed pottery graced with symbolism, and even remnants of what might have been vibrant costumes. Festivals were perhaps akin to those the Pueblo peoples have continued into modern times, full of color, dance, and a profound sense of community. These gatherings transcended mere celebration. They were an essential part of the Puebloan way of imparting traditions and values from one generation to the next. Peering into the societal structure of the Chacoans, what stands out is the sophistication of their social hierarchy. Archaeological findings suggest a class system, perhaps with a ruling elite presiding over the community. It's believed that this elite class orchestrated the construction of the great houses and kivas, directed agriculture, and maintained trade relations. While leaders enjoyed rooms in multi-story buildings, others may have resided in smaller dwellings, indicating social stratification was physically built into the very anatomy of Chacoan architecture. Although the stones remain silent on many aspects of Chacoan society, researchers continue to decipher clues that piece together this intricate puzzle, such as the roles of individuals based on the goods found laid to rest with them. These discoveries continue to enlighten us on the incredible organization, skills, and daily operations that sustained life in this demanding landscape. Every artifact unearthed from the desert floor or from within the shelter of ancient walls is a testament to the enduring human spirit that once thrived in Chaco Canyon. Delving deeper into the story of Chaco Canyon, we are now faced with a question that has perplexed historians and archaeologists alike. What led to the sharp decline and eventual desertion of such a thriving society? The theories are as vast as the canyon itself, each proposing a different piece of the puzzle in the shadowy twilight of the ancestral Puebloans' history. One prevailing theory suggests a severe change in climate, a prolonged drought that spanned decades, commencing around the mid-12th century. This arid spell could have devastated the Chacoans, who heavily relied on consistent rainfall for their crops of maize, beans, and squash. The lack of water would have not only crippled their agriculture, but also diminished the local wildlife and strained their water supply, leading to a domino effect of survival challenges. Social factors also offer a compelling angle. As the canyon's population grew, so too did the demand on its limited resources. Some scholars believe internal strife and the breakdown of social and political order became inevitable. The intricacies of their societal hierarchy, once a source of strength, may have become a wedge that drove the community apart. Tensions could have escalated to a point where the unity that once held the culture together frayed beyond repair. Historically, the Chacoan people were skilled builders and organizers, which suggests they were adept at adapting to their environment. However, evidence of violence, such as skeletal remains with signs of conflict, implies that as resources waned, warfare may have erupted among the ancestral Puebloans themselves or with neighboring communities. The once peaceful Chaco society may have been undermined by competition and conflict, leading to their dispersal. Then there's the enigma of the great houses and roads, their purpose still only partially understood. Some say these structures hint at a society in the midst of a transformation, seeking new spiritual or commercial directions, possibly spreading their culture far beyond the canyon's confines. Might this indicate they left not because they had to, but because their cultural evolution warranted it? When collating these theories and scrutinizing the artifacts they left behind, the answer to the ancestral Puebloans' departure seems to be a tapestry woven with threads of environmental hardship, societal complexity, and possibly strife or a desire for expansion. Though the sands of time may have smudged the clarity of what truly happened, each theory offers valuable insights into the resilience and ingenuity of a civilization that continues to captivate us centuries later. As we turn the pages of time back to the ancient dwellings of Chaco Canyon, we find ourselves reflecting on the enduring legacy of the ancestral Puebloans. These early architects and engineers left an indelible mark on North American history. Their complex societal structures and astronomical know-how resonate through the centuries, offering a glimpse into the lives of those who once masterminded this desert sanctuary. Fast forward to the present day, and Chaco Canyon stands as a sentinel of history, prompting contemporary society to engage in efforts to preserve its integrity. Various organizations, historians, and local tribes unite to safeguard the remnants of this once flourishing civilization. The importance of these efforts cannot be overstated, as each stone, artifact, and structure holds stories, knowledge, and a window to the past that must be conserved for future generations. The resilience and resourcefulness the ancestral Puebloans exhibited in thriving amidst the harsh desert environment teach us valuable lessons. Their ingenuity in aligning buildings with celestial events and creating an extensive network of roads without modern technology demonstrates a harmonious balance with nature. Chaco Canyon is not just a historical site, it's a testament to the human spirit's ability to innovate, adapt, and excel. As we continue to learn from their achievements, we carry forward the spirit of discovery that is so well embodied in the heart of the American Southwest. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Daily History Podcast. We hope you've enjoyed unraveling the layers of mystery shrouding Chaco Canyon with us. If you're fascinated by the tales of ancient civilizations and the silent stories told by ruins, subscribe to our channel and join us daily for new explorations. Before you go, drop a comment below with your suggestions for upcoming episodes. Remember, the topic with the most likes will be a strong contender for our future journey through history. Your engagement fuels our adventure into the past. Until next time, keep the curiosity alive.